He just never gets there. He doesn't have enough burn. This was a really good attempt at it. He got me down to 7. All things considered, pretty impressive. And that is going to do it for the first week of the Born to Be Wild listening series. I have taken a dub, baby. 3-1. You'll have to see it. Let's keep the wins rolling. I am coming off of a 3-2-1 victory in week 1. Let's go. And I'm currently sitting in 11th place. Let's get on to week 2. And then I just had lethal, so that was sick. I can't believe I won this game. Boink, boink, and turn. Boink, boink, and he concedes. So that is the conclusion of the week 2 listener series for me. I have won 3-1. After week 1, I was at 11th place. And after week 2, I am currently sitting in 7th place, which is kind of cool. The top 8 make the playoffs. Series sets me to 14 with 12 in play, which is really unfortunate. I don't have much choice but to hope that one of these spells gets Omayog positively, so I'll play my 5-mana one hoping for Brawl or other AoE. But not only does it not do anything helpful, it gives him the 2 damage he was missing to kill me. So I end 1-3 this week because Omayog is a card that for some reason was printed. Tragic. Absolutely tragic. I am currently sitting in 11th place. This week, I'm going to need a good showing if I'm going to sneak into the top 8. So this is now how I will win the game. So my very long, very buff Swine Tusk Shank, which I definitely crafted specifically for this week, delivers me the week 4 victory, baby. Let's go! I needed this win, dude, because now I go from 11th, I go a little bit higher. Approaching for top 8. That will conclude the games for week 4 of the listener series. See you in week 5. Welcome to week 5. After 4 weeks of intense competition, I'm just 3 games away from making the playoffs. I am currently in 7th place, and my opponent Sheep is currently in 8th place. The winner stays in the playoffs and the loser falls out. It all comes down to this, baby. Let's go. Let's get it. Now or nothing, baby. Let's go. To make things even more special, my games this week were streamed live with casters on Born to Be Wild's Twitch channel. We got a primetime game under the lights, baby. Absolutely incredible. The deck building challenge for this week's video is simple. Every deck is required to have 29 cards that cost 2 mana. And any 30th card the player desires. Consistent across all weeks, each deck also has to have 15 minions.
Hello and welcome everybody to Season 3, Week 5 of the Born to Be Wild listener series. Tonight we are casting a match between our very own ElectricSheepCity and our good friend JordanMG. Jordan banned Sheep's Hunter, so Sheep will be playing the Druid, Priest, and Shaman.
I can see here with the Druid that Sheep has chosen to put an Arbor Up as his one card that does not cost 2 mana, which is an extremely powerful card, and I'm looking to see how well that performs.
Yeah, looks like next up Sheep has a Priest deck. The one card is Dark Bishop Benny, so it's an all 2 cost Shadow Priest deck, which will be pretty interesting. I like it. And then it looks like last up, Sheep has the Shaman deck. It looks like a bunch of Murlocs and the Unite the Murlocs quest. It looks pretty straightforward, and there are a lot of 2-cost Murlocs. This is a pretty aggressive lineup here from our friend Sheep. All right, well, let's quickly take a look into Jordan's decks as well. Sheep and Jordan's Warrior, which was a quest warrior with the Fire Plume's Heart, the taunt quest, which I was really excited to see, but we will not be seeing that tonight. So Jordan will be playing Mage, Hunter, and Shaman. First up is a Mage deck with Open the Waygate.
Spell damage that Imprisoned Phoenix can give you means your cram sessions can draw a bunch of cards. The little tiny burn spells all of a sudden become big burn spells, and that extra turn in this format is just absolutely brutal.
All right, moving over to the Hunter, we have a quest line Hunter with Defend the Dwarven Districts and a bunch of 2-mana spells and some secrets as well that all cost 2. So this will be interesting. This deck I think is going to be pretty strong actually. And then last last up, we have it's a quest shaman, but it's Corrupt the Waters, which is the quest that requires you to play Battlecry minions, and then the reward is your Battlecries trigger twice. So this will be really interesting as well.
Rexa versus Ragnaros.
All right, it looks like Jordan has queued up his quest line hunter, and we are going into ElectricSheepCity's quest Murloc deck.
A little bit of AoE removal right off the bat, which is going to be pretty helpful, I think, in a Sheep's deck. But I think what you're going to find when you watch it is Sheep is going to have so much refill.
Yeah, I can definitely see that, especially with the underbelly anglers, the completing the quest. There's a lot. Looks like he's thinking about drawing.
Looks him for 2 the next turn, though, and he's gonna get it over with now.
Yeah, I took the draw now.
Yeah, I mean, this is where you'd want to be if you're Jordan in this matchup.
So we got another snipe from the mad scientist. Tempos out the Phase Stalker.
He did that oops intentionally to fake Sheep out that he doesn't have the 2 last secrets in hand. I don't know if that Phase Stalker actually draws anything anymore.
I did do it on purpose. There were no more secrets in my deck. It may have been 6-head, but who knows?
Well, and this seems like a heads-up move from Sheep to try to get his board tall instead of wide, to kind of play around the AoE.
If Jordan plays a secret there, he kind of gives up what his oops was all about, right? Like, so he's kind of trying to play 5-dimensional chess here.
Yeah. Still holding on to those secrets.
The Panthara is great for draw.
Sheep continuing to print minions that are going to be pretty good into the explosive trap.
And Sheep is at 8 out of 10 on the quest.
Oh yeah, good on you. Thank you for that.
Where Sheep's playing around right now.
The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
Rolls the healing totem. That's going to be huge.
What? Yeah. I wonder, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we see the other secret come down this turn.
About this for Jordan is he is going to need spells for, finding lethal, right? Like his deck is requiring spells in order to do what it does. So if he's expending all these resources now playing defense, and this is kind of how you beat Quest Time Hunter in Wild sometimes, right? Is you kind of just go at them and then you make them have stuff until they don't have stuff anymore.
Right. Well, look at that play. He used the hero powder to take out the healing totem. They can't play around the explosive trap.
Did we see many people include Dirty Rat in their list at all?
It's one of the best cards this week, honestly.
It probably is really good this week.
Because there was a major thought of mine was 2 mana, 2/6. Either you pull a small minion out or you pull a win condition out.
Now this is actually interesting. I initially also thought Dirty Rat would be very good, as it pulls out a 2/3 almost always, and then can sometimes high roll. But through testing and looking at it more, I realized it's really not even that good, which is why you only see it in one of my lists. The problem with a 2/6 that pulls out a 2/3 is that you're really only getting a +3 health swing. And if you just played your own 2/3, you're getting a +2 attack, +3 health swing. So it's just better to play a 2/3
at the same time as you're clearing board. And Jordan just hasn't been able to do that. He's had to play 2 defensively, and that's not Jordan's fault. It's just the function of his deck.
Wow.
Push that 8 damage face, ignore the Tavish, keep that pressure
Sheep,
on.
how much damage can Sheep deal next turn? He can deal 14. That's not going to be enough, I don't think. Well, let's see where this goes.
Oh, that was pretty good.
No, that was not good. Come on, you were supposed to go face. Do your job, maggot.
Interesting. The overwhelm is pretty good. I don't
consider you're about to print a beast with Feed the Animals.
The question is, can Jordan kill him right now? And with where this differs than Odd Hunter is that the hero power is going to do 2 each turn instead of 3.
Interesting. Oh, maybe he found lethal.
Oh, I think he did, because the bomb. And plus the the quick shot. Wow.
Oh wow. Wow.
He found it. Okay.
Air.
Jordan. 5-head moves.
Yeah, that was intense. That was a good play. I will admit I did not see it at first. So wow.
Well played to both players. Jordan, that was great. That was really good play there right at the end. I really thought Sheep was running away with that game.
I did too. He was able to complete the quest relatively easily, and I think able to play around some of the secrets pretty well. That was tricky, and Jordan spotted the lethal there that we had a hard time seeing. So
Morgul versus Ragnaros.
Lushwater Scout, which is going to be an absolute house as far as locking down the board this game. I lovingly refer to as Murloc Carpet.
oh wow. It's a little bit slow for Sheep this turn because the cards that he's got on the far side over there are the value generators. They're great cards, but you need to play them with other cards to make them good, so it's a little tricky.
Strong term, though, for Sheep, especially because he gets to buff the Lushwater Scout.
Yeah, that thing's gotta go. Just going to put some stats on the board this turn.
See the freebooters that work with the quest? I know he's got the Jade weapon as well.
Jordan's going to start finding his board clears and maybe being a little more proactive at some point, or else Sheep's going to swamp him.
It looks like Sheep is digging a little deeper.
I mean, I do
Going for the
agree,
draw.
but it's funny he
Trying
says
to
I need to be
discover a couple
proactive right
moves.
after I played 2 naked freebooters strictly for proactive tempo.
Oh, Mimiron's head for the memes? No.
There's, yeah,
It's funny that Hydra memed about it, because funnily enough, I was probably supposed to take the Mimiron's head there, so I could play it with the Yeti on turn 7. I could develop 2 Yetis on 7, which was probably just correct, honestly. It would have been way cleaner than the lines I ended up having
This is probably
options
the
to,
most
so
degenerate meta
he memed it, but it
I've
actually
seen
probably
in
was
Wild
correct.
Listener series ever. So the decks this week have been like super fun and just like really gross.
That's great.
I beat a couple seed locks. Now, granted, one of them rage quit because I ratted Tamsin, but they're not bad decks. Sometimes a pile of 2-drops is a fine wild deck.
That's true. I agree. Yeah, big shout out to Kay. This is one of my favorite weeks of the entire series. And, all right, I'm ready for this. I was waiting for Sheep to go wide here just to see. I mean, Jordan has got so much value, but I think
Sheep's completed the quest now, but still has quite a large hand. Yeah, Hex will be, he's probably saving that for the Megafin, I would suppose.
I want to do Plague of Murlocs. The full clear for now, but again, I say for now because Sheep can just keep hand dumping until he's got Megafin.
he's just going wide.
Yeah, it's trying to empty the hand, it seems here.
Oh,
Stealth.
snap. Wow.
Gross. Gross.
What? That was rad. Oh, my
Oh, that
goodness.
was the spare part that he got? Wow.
Perpetual Flame waiting room.
But, you know, the question is it enough?
I guess Sheep doesn't want to burn a card. I would have thought about just emptying hand.
Yeah, unfortunately they killed the Merc Spark. Sheep killed the Merc Spark. Jordan could have brought it back to his hand with Time Rewinder there.
So I think he would have, Jordan would have loved to have,
Yeah, we see it all just going face here. Yeah, Jordan's in a lot of trouble.
Lackey, save me! Spell Lackey would be very good here. What could it get for, there's a Spell Lackey. What could it get for
Stop
5?
offering me
Oh, okay.
Plague
okay,
of
so this
Murlocs.
does most of- gets
His
you
whole
most of the
board is already unbuffed Murlocs. Why am I getting offered Plague of Murlocs
Give him
every
you can
time?
trade and then,
This is ridiculous.
get a taunt minion up here. Double battle cry. It's gonna put it
What
on the
the
Jade.
heck?
We
He
got
gave
a
it to me
2/6.
twice.
We got a Dirty Rat in play on the right.
Wow.
Hey, at least I got 2 Maelstrom there.
I thought Jordan was toast, and that might have been enough to... Oh. Never mind. Maelstrom Portal's a card. That's like almost a full board clear. Wow.
Didn't like the Maelstrom Portal in Sheep's list, and I'm being made a fool. How long do I have to wait for this game?
This game is going a lot longer than I thought.
Yeah, I do
This
think,
might be over.
I think so. With Jordan's health is so low.
I was gonna pull the Gnomish Inventor
Big.
back and draw a card.
2 mana that can get him out of this, because he's trying to figure out. Okay, so he's just going to hero power the gnome.
So drawing 2.
Double it up, right? So it's going to be a 4/7. So that might be enough to stay. He's gonna. I mean, I think he has to do this and pray that there's no buffs from hand. But Sheep has buffs from hand.
Should have hit with the chicken first.
I wish I had chicken. All right, here we go. All right, Sheep
Great
gets
series.
it. Sheep gets it with the shaman.
Morgul versus Hazelbark.
The entire deck must contain, or the other card is the quest. Arbor up.
Did Sheep keep Smelly Patches in the mulligan? Did he keep?
Look at this though. This is a very wide board.
I'm almost surprised Sheep didn't compost, but I mean, he knows this archetype so well that he knows you got to take some risks, I guess, and he's choosing now to take the risk. Posting for a little refill. Whoa, snap pick from Jordan to get that taunt Divine Shield down.
Yeah, that Psychotron's gonna be great.
You know, he runs out of gas so hard, but I think this composting is going to come down soon. I think it has to, right?
And just
On
ship
5
it all
mana?
face. I mean, yeah, good call, good call.
Oh,
I think you're right. Like, I think he almost has to.
The
Wow.
composting seems great with the taunts, right?
If he double buffs, it's a big call.
okay. He's gonna go for the draw.
11 damage if he ships it face.
Yeah, looks like he's shipping face.
I love it. That is what the
Boom, there it is.
No,
Oh, but I will say
Jordan.
that what a draw.
Wow, rip. I mean,
will
I guess
say the
Sheep does
composting-
draw 4 cards, so
Delightful. The composting just in time, though. Wow, what a top deck.
then the Psychotron just to seal her and right up.
Thing about Perpetual Flame, right? It's like, all right, you take your next turn off, but it doesn't matter because you just got to develop because you only spent 2 mana. It used to be 1 mana, but you only spent 2 mana taking out everything that your opponent had built up. It's a great rat, by the way. That was going to be a thorn in Sheep's side.
Yep.
Do we compost again?
Compost or oh yeah, compost again. It's a
He's
tough
got to
call.
know. He's got to know that Jordan only runs 1 copy of Perpetual Flame, right? Because they're open deck list.
Find Arbor up at this point, right? Like that's how he wins. Doesn't want to draw Sheep cards, I don't think either, but he doesn't have a whole lot of a choice. All right, I'll try to take out the rat.
Oh, there's the cards. There's the draw.
Wow, but with his taunts are all costing so low. This Razor Main Battle Guard putting in work here.
Yeah, let's put up some more taunts and keep it safe.
Wow.
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 I will tell you what, I'm thoroughly entertained. I'm having a great time. These are good matches. Like, my goodness, wow. Kind of on the edge of my seat here. We'll definitely see the 0 mana cards come down, right?
Yeah, the first taunt you play.
I think he's gonna go in on 1 more buff.
Gets rid of the Merc Spark.
Okay.
All right. He really wants to draw that Arbor up. That would be
Well,
good for him.
it'd be game winning. Yeah.
Getting late early for Sheep because he's got, Jordan's just gonna keep on clearing his stuff. A-Claw's gonna make a 3/3 and a 4/4 too. Problem for another turn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
look at this. It's like bored out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's huge. I haven't
Sheep's
seen
got
that in a
a
while.
ton of health. The bad news is his health's kind of immaterial because Jordan's starting to reach that critical mass that aggro druids hate, where you can just take the board, and if you take the board, they can't do anything.
Looks like he's gonna go for the buff here.
I hope that enough stuff survives for his top deck Arbor up.
Yeah,
It'll
he's
draw
gonna
a
do it.
card, right? So. Oh wow.
That is pretty good with the
The freebooter can kill the
hero
3/4.
power.
Jade's for free too. He can just play his second Jade Claw, and then you're talking about a 3/3 and a 4/4. Like, he's got refill for this board, and Sheep's only way to clear his board is to trade into it. Sheep doesn't want to trade. Sheep, go face.
Sheep only has 9 cards left in the deck.
Clears here, right? Like this, I think he's got the way to.
I think.
Just eyeballing it.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
I almost think that like Jordan's gotta clear it, right? Because otherwise, if Sheep can top deck lethal.
Let me get the Jades now. He's gonna leave the Creeper alone.
I was gonna say no respect for the Creeper, man. Still 4 off lethal from what if my math is right, and I don't trust my math to be right because I've been up since 5 in the morning.
Looks like he goes for the draw. Dirty Rat's good. Draws again. Really looking, digging.
I like using the hero power on the 4/1 because Sheep's health is so high.
Experience with this archetype, right? Because like he's so patient making some of these plays, and I would just be vomiting my hand and probably dying.
I have things you never knew you wanted.
Lightning Bolt.
Lightning breath. Lightning bolt. Yes. All right. Well, this is the tricky part about only being able to run one card that doesn't cost 2, and so the Arbor up is a 1/of.
Yeah.
I almost wonder if you consider keeping it in the mulligan just because
It's so hard to
kind
come
of your
by.
win con, right?
Dude, it slows you down so far. Oh, there's a Belligerent Gnome. I actually really liked Belligerent Gnome this week. You know, a 2-mana 2/4 with taunt. Taunt's so powerful. It doesn't look good, right?
No.
But Sheep's not surrendering yet. Sheep's not counting himself out. Aggro druid player, just never concede.
It's definitely an intense matchup.
This Lightning Breath could go straight into one of these taunts here.
Knew you wanted.
God, all this stuff can go face. Ooh.
Crackle.
Crackle.
Alright, so he chooses the Crackle. Oh, 3. That's okay.
Was there a lethal presented for Jordan here? Did he have enough mana to send some of that burn face, or did he not have any way to get around the taunts?
This is actually very interesting. With the line I took, if the Crackle hit for 4, 5, or 6, I had lethal this turn. But looking back on it, fascinatingly enough, if I had used the Crackle on the 2/3 and just assumed it was a 2-mana deal 3 spell, and then the other Living Breath on the 2/4, I had guaranteed lethal on board. Fascinating. Also, the Potion of Polymorph was probably just better, but we're not going to talk about that.
There it is.
There it is.
Oh, jeez, rip.
Third from the bottom of the deck. There. He knows he's done now.
Well, so Jordan gets the win with the Shaman. All right, it is currently 2-1. Just one with the Shaman, this Corrupt the Waters Shaman. So the final deck for Jordan will be this Mage deck here. The one-off card is the Open the Waygate. And so we're looking at a bunch of random cards coming up here. It'll be really interesting.
Jaina versus Hazelbark.
Oh, and look at what is in Sheep's hand. We do have the Arbor up. There's some potential here.
I think he's probably not all that happy outside of that. Maybe now that he's got the 2 Annoyotrons, he's a little bit happier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually really is. Jordan just got back-to-back questing explorers and pulls out the other one. That's a great pull.
Maybe a little bit selfishly, I want this to go to 5 games just because they're both
Nate.
great players. Kind of
How dare
excited to draw this out as long as it can go. Look at that other Dirty Rat from Sheep. I don't know why you wouldn't play it, right? I mean,
This is clutch on the Mana Cyclone here.
Composting? How do you follow this up now?
Yeah, this board's gonna go at some point, so I think that's pretty good. Draw 3. 2 mana, draw 3. I'll take it.
and he's forcing Jordan to make the trades. Not real surprising.
So maybe he spends the money. Now he'll take the removal. The Arbor up in play. It could be that Sheep ends up making a minion that's big enough that the Fire Lance is relevant.
Yeah.
I mean, what we see, right, is Sheep wanting to go as wide as possible.
We're going to see Jordan probably just trying to keep Sheep's board down because
Wildfire is juicy.
Jordan knows how this deck's going to work.
Wildfire is quite juicy, actually, with a board full of tokens. The Evocation is interesting as well. I don't know if he'd choose it just because he doesn't have a ton of mana. The tricky piece here is what happens when Jordan completes the quest. There's no giants to follow it up, right? Okay, like you get 2 turns, but then what? I guess is my question.
He's waiting for a board to stick before he can get the buff. Nope, he's gonna go for the buff.
Yep, we got a buff on this one. There's one Sorceress Apprentice. Gonna try to
Jordan's
go off a
going
little
in
bit
because
here.
he's just like, oh dear God. Oh man, we're gonna see some shenanigans. Strap in for your APM.
Arcane Explosion is gross.
Wow.
Pick the lowest cost cards and go.
Pretty much, right?
Enchanters.
Encanter's
Gross.
Flow. Oh my goodness.
That was just
Oasis
quest
Ally is a house.
completion. Basically did the quest on 1 turn there. That was insane.
I mean, Sheep needs to kill these 3 2s.
Yeah, they gotta go.
Water Alley for his trouble.
Oh, yes.
There's a Wrath.
There's
kill
a Wrath.
1.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the only. He doesn't have another spell.
No, that's not counterspell either, but I don't know how much of that is a concern for Sheep right now. He just watched his whole board blow up, and he might still be stuck in, animation jail.
The problem is if you don't, I mean, like, we know that Jordan has the quest completed, and so the problem is, like, if you leave these up, I mean, you're looking at a difficult time here.
Here he had to make a tough decision. He chose to play around Oasis Ally and leave my girl alive, which is in some ways a really good play because he plays around the secret that is the most punishing, and because he had already attacked face that turn, it ruled out a lot of possibilities. But also, because of my Encanter's Flow, all the spells that were in my deck cost 0 with only 1 girl. So I don't think it's right to leave it alive, but it's a tough call. This kind of gives away I have Oasis Ally, huh?
Oh, so it looks like Sheep went face, and there's still 1 apprentice left.
Gotta give Sheep credit for the stones, though, that he's,
I mean, with a board full of taunts, maybe it's worth it.
He's still holding on to that Arbor up for now. He has not had the board to actually be able to use it efficiently.
Looking at the secrets here, one is Effigy. When a friendly minion dies, summon a random one with the same cost, and the other is the Oasis Ally.
Jordan thought real hard about just ripping that Time Warp.
I saw that.
Here it comes.
Hey, you called it on pinging face.
Yeah, just taking out Sheep's board. Sheep can do a bit of... Is he going to hero power and take out the Sorceress Apprentice? Or is he going to draw here? Yeah, we're going to draw composting.
All right. 2 turns now.
I don't think Jordan can kill Sheep outright with this Time Warp, so this is basically just, hey, let me not let Sheep get any kind of foothold here. Let me wipe out this one last board and see what I can do.
Isn't it? It's a lot of damage from Jordan, actually. So, another 12 damage? If Jordan wants it, is the question. So it looks like he may be looking to draw a spell here.
Glyph's not too bad. Some burn.
He's starting to think about
Oh, he's trying to get value for
pushing
that
here.
mana cyclone as well, yeah. 2 ice blocks? What?
Gross.
What?
So we have Ice Block, we have Oasis, Ally, and we have Effigy.
Looking good for our favorite electric-powered mammal.
There we go.
My goodness. Jordan might win here just from...
He got the elemental allies value. He was looking for it. I missed that part.
Is he just looking for spell damage at this point?
For lethal, yeah.
I wonder, I mean, that runed orb.
Yeah,
Why
Rune
not? He
find
can
something
spend. He can spend whatever time he wants to do that.
good. He's got 2 Ice Blocks. Meteor. There you go. There goes both the taunts. And that's game.
Wow.
Well done, Jordan.
GG's, you guys. Wow. Okay.
Scam in a bottle.
Well, then we've got Jordan taking the win and Sheep unfortunately taking the L here.
Greeting, travelers.
Those Jade Claws came in clutch.
Very much so. Like 3-3, 4-4. Oh,
Yeah, Jordan, that shaman deck was like definitely a value generator. It was really good.
Yeah, you get Bolnar involved, and you start drawing like cards for every card you play, and that just goes nuts.
That's pretty crazy. So Sheep, we have caster vision over here. What was really crazy. So Jordan played 2 spells and then the mana cyclone. The 2 spells that he got
Oh my gosh.
were both ice block.
oh wow. Okay, yeah.
An ice block in hand.
I was never winning that game. All right. I feel a little bit better about that. Not gonna lie.
As soon as we saw, we're like, oh yeah, Sheep, you're screwed.
Oh,
Nothing
well.
will save you now.
Wow.
Yeah, if I had caster vision, that'd be a bottom right there.
I don't actually think that Mage was a top 4 deck in that format, but I bought it for the content. I'm glad that content was delivered.
It was definitely delivered and
Content
Yeah,
definitely
value.
delivered.
And you started off strong, Sheep, there with you double dirty ratted at the beginning. To get
Yeah, you
those-
hit that floor with my Star Scryer. I was real sad. I was real upset.
Yeah, I felt great in the early game, and then I got out of the early game and did not feel as great.
Yeah, and then my girl lived for like 6 turns straight. That
Yeah.
helped a lot.
oh, that
The randomly generated Evo also helped.
yes. That
Yeah.
was quite an evocation. Like you got a ton of value there.
Very entertaining games, guys.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that Brittlebone Destroyer, how about that, huh? That's pretty hot.
That-
Dude, you got rid of
yeah,
all
and
value.
2
One
of
mana
them, too?
Brittlebone, pink face. That was sick.
that was pretty crazy.
That was incredible.
What a great random minion to have cheap, and then Simulacrum some
Yeah.
removal minion. That's insanely lucky to get removal in a minion.
Impressively done, especially when you get the random factor involved. It's like nobody knows what's gonna happen. It could be all kinds of shenanigans, and so there is a pretty good chance that you'll be going to the finals, Jordan, or I should say at least the playoffs rather. That's
We'll
exciting.
see.
That's exciting.
It is.
Congratulations, Jordan. Well
Yeah.
played match.
Congrats.
Thank you guys so much for watching this season of the Listener Series. It was a lot of fun to make the videos, and I hope you enjoyed watching them. Normally, this is where I would sign off this season, but I made playoffs, baby! Let's go! We got Martian Boo, the man himself, next week. Be on the lookout for that.